There old business this evening? None. How about any committee or organization reports, Mrs. Becker?
Yes, on May 28th, the curriculum committee met. You all have the minutes in your packet. I won't go through and read them for you, but just to call to your attention that we did approve tonight several textbooks and course name changes and a level change from academic to honor. It is not changing the course itself, particularly with the world languages class. They're exactly the same proficiency level, assessments and instructional approach. They are name changes. And I also want to thank everyone who took part in the curriculum committee this year for your hard work and participation.
I have a question about the curriculum.
Yes.
Just clarification. You've got, at the very end, we talk about how we've taken in the Spanish, French, Italian, German, level 1, part 1, which I guess is 6th grade, level 1, part 2 is 7th grade. So if we're going to call Spanish, French, Italian, German 1 is 6th grade and 2 is 7th, what are we going to, are we cascading that forward, or are we going to still have 2 when you get to 8th grade?
Dr. Ogden?
If students start in 6th grade and stay with the same language, they would go, it would be 3 in 8th grade.
Right, but I still, if it, level 1, but, so we're, all right, so in 8th grade's changing from 2 to 3.
When those students move up.
It's not going to work. Let me think about this for a second. I know, I'm going to drive you bananas, but let me, humor me for a second. Right now, we have 6th grade German 1, level 1, or Spanish 1, level 1. 7th grade is 1, level 2. 8th grade is 2, right?
On name only.
In name only. But if we call it Spanish 1 in 6th grade, Spanish 2 in 7th, it's still Spanish 2 in 8th grade?
No, it'll go to Spanish 3 in...
That's not on this list.
There will be no part 1 and part 2.
I
It's
understand.
basically it.
Right, but it's still a full-year course.
Because it's the same course and they have the same standard.
No, I know, but
It's
don't we
only
have to
the
change
name.
all the names of the courses until the end? Don't all of the the numbers have to change?
There's
Are you
always
saying
been a
that's gonna be two
Spanish
twos?
3.
There's going to be 2 twos. That's a better way of putting it.
No, there will not be 2 twos.
How will there not be 2 twos?
Because level 2 is the same course as level 2. It has been.
So we're making 6th grade double rigorous.
No, it's the same, they take the same curriculum for the same standards. We were just calling it part.
Right, level 1, part 1 was 6th grade, level 1, part 2 was 7th.
It's no more rigorous.
And
As a
2,
matter of fact, they
right.
do better than those students in level 1.
Okay, but I still, conceptually, 6th grade is level 1, right, presently, before this change. 6th grade is level 1, part 1, 7th grade is level 1, part 2, 8th grade is level 2, 9th grade is 3, right?
If you stay with the same course.
Now we go this way, 6th grade is 1, 7th grade is 2, you're calling 8th grade 3, but it's the same as the current 2.
No, it'll be the same as the current 3.
Then we're skipping 2 altogether. Okay, well, okay. Did anybody else see this?
Yes,
I
I
do.
see it.
Okay, we got to put this on a chart, because I think I'm right, but that'll be a first. So maybe we ought to put this on a matrix, and maybe
When it
I'll,
moves up, the course that's now level 2,
right, which is 8th grade.
which currently now is really the same as part 2, 7th grade.
So why, we have it being repeated? For kids that start in 6, it's the same
As
content?
far as the level is concerned,
Uh-huh,
it's a proficiency-based program.
okay,
The proficiency level currently
uh-huh, in
is the
say,
same for level 2,
as it is for part 1 level,
part 2.
so they really are doubling. So 7th and 8th grade, if you stay with the same, you're getting the same content, presently.
Basically, you're working toward the same standard.
I didn't know that.
So the themes may change, I mean, in terms of what you actually, so
Did
it's
did
not an
anybody know that?
exact repeat of whether,
Dr. Ogden, can we just prepare a matrix of what it looks like going forward?
Okay, I understand. So, but you've answered
Yeah.
it by saying that 7th and 8th grade are virtually the same? That seems to be a shame. I don't think our kids need to have the same content twice. So this
No.
is going to fix that?
This will fix it.
Okay. We've circled the airport, but we've landed on
We've
the runway.
landed. It'll fix it, and
Okay.
it'll recognize what the students are doing and the proficiency
Thank you
level.
very much. Okay, we fixed the issue. Thank you.
Sure.
Last Thursday, the 11th, I attended the Township Recreation Park and Advisory Board, and I received some very good feedback on our superintendent, Dr. Valesky, from the various people involved in the town. And the reason I'm mentioning it is we've done a lot of talking about lanes we've gone towards working better, more efficient, closer, use what phrase you will, with the township. And as far as they are concerned, not only have we done that successfully, but they are very grateful to Dr. Valesky for his openness, willingness to talk with the township, people, explain things to them. So I thought that that was a very nice thing for them to say.
That's a nice thing.
Yeah, I have to say, it's a two-way street, and I think it's a part on both sides to come together in the middle for the benefit of the residents of East Brunswick, so I think that's important.
I didn't tell them that we took all the credit.
Oh, okay, sorry.
It's okay. Kidding, just a joke.
Any other committee? Yes, Mrs. Howard.
Yeah, last night was the last meeting of the school year for the East Brunswick Education Foundation, and I forgot all my notes, so I'm not going to tell you what we talked about.
Oh, darn.
In order to do it justice, I will wait till our next meeting because there was some wonderful achievements by our TAG group in elementary school, putting forth grants, and I want to do justice to it before I talk about it. But I'll just remind everybody going into the summer that this year is Dancing with the Stars. So it'll be sometime in October, I think, the 16th. The 4th. See, that's why I'm not going to say anything, because I forgot my notes. But just keep in mind, it'll be coming up.
Very good. Any other committees? Okay, how about?